In this video, I'm going to show you how I achieve this golden tone on both the flyer and then the skin of the subject. I'm also going to show you how I made this morph effect for the text. Then I'll show you how I place these ribbons over here, the way I do it. Then I'll also show you the texture that I used to achieve this particular feel on the flyer. And then finally, the matte effect that I also used. And so guys, stay tuned and then watch this video to the end. So the level of detail on this flyer should take more than 1 hour, but I'll try and box it into a few minutes for you. So let's go to new, and then we're going to use the details that I've been using of late for my posters. 2000 here, and then also 2500, and then 72. I'll keep here white, and then you're going to call it, and then just click on create. Okay, now as usual, I also like to align my documents well, so I'll go for new guard layouts. So I'll go to view and I'll go to new guys layout, set it to 4 across, and I'll click on OK. And now we want to start first with the image, okay, because we really need to see what is happening first. So I'm going to drag this way here, and then maybe resize it a bit. Okay, then I'll go for the other one as well. Now guys, if some of the keys I'm using you're not really familiar with it and you're a complete beginner, I advise you watch a series of videos in the description. It will really bring you up to speed. Okay, so a series of videos. Now you also want to make sure the head size is almost the same. Okay, so I'm going to give it a mask each, and I'll give this one also a mask. I'll pick my brush to soft one brush and then set here to color black, click on the mask, and then caps lock off as well, and then maybe mask the under here, click over here as well, and then mask there as well. Okay, so now the next thing is we want to also go and bring in this image and then drag it in there, and then let's resize it. This image has to be on top of it, so let's drag it up. Also like to give it a mask, sorry, and then let's just brush there like that. And I feel like this is enough, but we also want to create some depth of field behind these two images and then this one. So let's click over here and then create a new layer. Go and pick color white, pick our soft round brush, and then paste here, just like that. Okay, we can even drag it down a little bit. Okay, so and that's it. And now we can keep it in a group. We are done with that, and then we'll call it images. Now we can bring in our background. In the background, first one you're going to drag is this one, drag it into Photoshop, and then you want to resize it until it touches that side. Okay, and then we'll go for the second one again, this one, and then we are going to drag it all the way into Photoshop, and then you're also going to drag it this way, and then you're going to drag it that way. Alright, so now we're going to go up here, and then we're going to set it to screen. So now it creates a very nice effect there. Let's drag both of them down, and then let's put it in a group, and then let's call it PG, just a simple background. Okay, so now this is just a simple background. Also, we want to bring in the name. Let's type in her name there. I'll pick my text tool and I'll type somewhere here, and then alright, so let's pick in Miss Abigail Trevor, and then let's paste it in there. I'm also going to use, this time, you guys know Font Serrat is my favorite font, but this time I'm going to use a different font. I'm going to use Roboto, and then let's resize it. Okay, so something like this is better, and then you're also going to set it to 700 there above, and then let's keep it in the middle here. So that's better. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it name. Now we want to bring in this one. Let's resize it a bit more, and then we also want to go to filter. Let's go to blur, let's go to motion blur, and then we're going to set the angle to -37. Alright, and then we're going to set the distance to 148, and then let's click on OK. Alright, let's drag it on top of the image. Good, and then Ctrl T, and then let's just do it this way. Alright, so that is better. Click on your move to, maybe let's move it here a bit. Yeah, this is better. And then let's also drag in our happy birthday Now this, we're going to drag it somewhere here, and then we are also going to make it color white. Let's give it a few more effect. So you see, it's not really, because it's not a text. Sorry, let's go there. The only way we can change is to go to color overlay here. All right, let's set it to color white, and that is it. Okay, what else can we do to it? We can also give it more effect. Double click on the effect, and then let's give it stroke, and then let's click on outside here. All right, let's set the size to 4, and then let's set it to, let's say linear light would do, and then let's come here, let's set it to 4848448. Let's check how it looks like in there first. All right, so it's coming off well, nicely. Now we can also come to drop shadow, and then we are going to click this side. Let's set it to 2C 2C 2C. Click on OK, and then what else can we do to it? The opacity, let's set it to 46, and then the angle, let's set it to 36. All right, the distance, let's give it the distance 40, and then let's also give the spread 11, and then the size, let's make the size smaller, let's give it 8, and then let's leave this one like this, and then that is all. Click on OK, so it's in there nicely like that. Let's leave it like that. It's good. All right, so we are going to put these two in a group, and then we are going to call it icons. Now we also want to add some glows to it. Now already the images look nice, but we want to boost the quality and make it dynamic. So let's give it a new one, and then let's give it a brush, and then set your caps lock off, pick color white, and then let's click somewhere here. Good. Now you want to increase it a bit more, and then duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J, and then drag it there. Good. Now duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J, and then drag it here. Good. Duplicate it by Ctrl J, drag it on top of the hair. Duplicate it the same way, drag it on the shoulder here. Nicely. Duplicate it again, and then let's drag it somewhere here. Let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it glows. Also, let's bring in a ribbon, and then drag it into Photoshop, and then right click it, and then rotate 90 degrees, then just boost it up like this, just like this. All right, so now let's give it a mask, and then pick your brush tool, set the color to color black. You're using a soft round brush with the caps lock off. Now the ones you want to retain is the ones you are going to clean. So let's clean this one, let's clean this one, let's clean this one, and that is it. And then let's go to this side. Let's clean, what should we clean? Let's clean this one, clean this one, let's clean this one, and then let's clean half of this. Let's also clean this as well, and then let's clean this one too. Yeah, so that is all. And then double click it, and then invert. So these are the ones we are going to retain. Okay, let's name it ribbon. Interesting. And then let's now merge everything. Ctrl Alt Shift and E, convert to smart object, and then we are going to keep this one down. Okay, we are going to use this one later on. Now I also want you to come and pick your rectangular tool, and then I want you to create. Now let's drag it somewhere here. Duplicate the rectangle again, and then this time let's hide this one. This time this, I want you to click on your rectangular tool, and then go set a stroke off, no stroke, and then give it a fill. The color, let's give the fill color, let's give it color white. All right, color white to do. And then the size of the stroke, let's make it 6. Nice. Or you can even make it 7. 7 would do. Makes it a little bigger and visible. It's too small. Let's make it 7. Yeah, it's showing now. Okay, so let's bring this one in there. Now what we are going to do is we are going to show this one, we are going to drag this here, and then we're going to exactly clip it to it. Okay, the effect is not really showing, so I want you to go to filter, go to blur, and go to Gaussian blur, and then set it to 34, and then let's click on OK. All we can do is just click here and click here, leave the image out, select these two, and then click on move to, and then move it around. Okay, you can see how it works. Okay, so now that's good. Click on your text tool, and then just create something like that. And then let's go, and then let's pick the details, copy, and then let's just paste it in there. Now we are still using Roboto. We are going to use the font size. We're going to use maybe 40 would do, and then this side let's use 60, and then this side let's set it to 0 for now. Let's see how it's going to be like. Okay, we can set it to 40. Let's see, move the text in there. There's too much space for the text. Let's set here to 0. Let's see, maybe you can set it to, let's set this side to 40. Let's see. Okay, and then maybe let's set this side to 80. Let's see. Let's set this side to 60. Let's see. Okay, so I think we can fold it a bit more. Alright, so now we are also using paragraph. We are using left aligned. Alright, so that is it. Now I also want to keep it color black for now, and then we are going to go in there, double click it. We want to give it a very nice effect. We are going to outer glow, and then we are going to use color dodge for this. Set this side to 95, color white for it, and then 34, and then 3 here. Use softer over here. Then that is it. Just click on OK. That is it. Now we can put it in a group, and then we are going to call it morph, something like that. But we can also open it, select everything, and then exclude the image there. Ctrl T, and then let's resize it. Let's resize it like that. Okay. Also, I feel like let's exclude this one. And then we can Ctrl Alt Shift and then E, merge everything all over again. Right click it and convert it to a smart object, and then let's give some camera raw effect. We want to boost the colors and make it a little bit epic. We want to make it stand out a little bit more. So we're going to use these settings. Okay, first we want the orange color to really come out, so we're going to give it maybe around 14 thereabout. Now you can see the colors are really popping. Now you can leave it this way, or if you also want to achieve a new modern way of creating flyers, now bring in your texture, drag it in there, and then right click it and then clockwise like that, and then let's just resize it. Okay, bring this one all the way here. Nice. Let's set it to screen. Okay, so I like the way it's in there nicely like that. Then now you can merge everything, Ctrl Shift Alt and then E, merge everything there. Right click it, convert it to smart object, and name it 1. Now remember I gave you a free action some time ago, so you can come to this side and set it to 6F 2D 0D, and then click on OK, and then come to this side and set it to FFC 900 and click on OK. And once you are done, now you can click on the action, and then this is it, the one I gave you, and then click on this to run it, and then basically that is it. Now once it's done, it's going to group it nicely for you. I want you to go to levels, and I want you to drag this here, but if you want to give it that matte effect, then drag this here to make it more bolder as well. Okay, so guys, there is it. So if you love this video and you feel like there are more contents you don't want to miss out on, kindly give this video a like, comment as well, and then I want you to also subscribe. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.